The physical training for the force will start with some physical exercises. Follow these exercises, make a choice as to which one you wish, and then expand this into at least a 20-minute workout.
Don't make me destroy you. Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker. I'll be one who knew some truth. There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
As you are training your body and your stamina and the agility, now we want to get into the mind and start you to understand the force. This type of juggling, this contact juggling, can help your mind to stay focused, and subtle little effects of the mind can come in and then help you as you learn to juggle. Now this man is doing some incredibly precise and extensive juggle, but as you start with one, then two, gradually building up, you will learn the force as it will start to teach you how to interact with your mind and the environment. Your mind works through your muscles, And your mind can also work through the space and time. So as you do this type of exercise, you'll start to learn more and more control. And you'll see how it is able, in subtle, small, tiny little ways at first, and then ever increasing, you'll be able to learn control of the force and effect control on different items. And now the next step, being blindfolded. Learning how to juggle blindfolded. As you now start to do this and expand your mind, you now will see that you can affect things. And when your eyes are blinded, there's an expansion of your willpower. And gradually, day by day, you'll learn more and more. And the force will happen in your juggling, in your life, in your sports, and you'll gradually become more and more in control of the environment around you. We talked about the observer effect. Now the observer can affect things. Well, you, as the observer, are now expanding your effect. And as you learn to blindfold, juggle, then you'll be ready for the next step, to be able to go out into the wilderness blindfolded and expand your mind and your feelings and increase the force within.
The woods, I'm going to ask you if you know of a place where there's some woods close by here that is not real dense and not real open, something that you can walk through slowly, blindfolded. And we're going to play the drum slowly and ask you to respond to that, to come to the drum, to come to the heartbeat.
Okay, now spin until you forget where you started.
It's going to help bring home what it's all about, to be centered in the here and now, to be alive, to be centered in your sensory self, beyond your ego. This is not a competition. It's not to see who gets to the drum first. The person who gets to the drum last might be the person who's the most attuned. As soon as you're not sure you're walking toward the heartbeat, stop, freeze. point is not to get from A to B. The point is to become the rhythm, the sound of the drum, and meld into it and let it draw you. And let it draw you. Imagine water running down a stream through the rapids. The water finds its way around the log that's fallen in. The water finds its way around the rocks and the boulders. It's not just crashing, crashing, crashing. It takes the path of least resistance. It flows like this. This is how water flows. And this is how you can flow through the woods. This is what you're here to learn. So stay present and be quiet, be stealthy. There's a bunch of brush ahead, don't push through. If you're able to hear somebody else moving, that person is too loud.
I also would say I could like feel people, like the presence of people sitting here. Not only because I could, of course I could also hear them, but at the same time I would say I could feel them with my hands sitting there.
No, we have the capacity to do that actually. It has to do with the reverberation of sound off of something, and blind people attune themselves to that so that they can tell when they're coming close to something by the sound of it, or the refracted sound. We can do it too. We can practice doing that. You're going to learn when you're relying on your feel. You're going to learn what's coming up. If you feel a couple of horizontal branches, you're just going to click that, oh, there must be a fallen tree here because there will not be horizontal branches close to the ground. Or you have a bunch of sticks coming up. Oh, this must be a hazelnut clump. Okay, I get it. Or you feel an evergreen branch like this, and you, oh, this is the end of the branch. Okay, I'm close to the edge of the tree. I can go around. Or if it's the heavier, stouter part, oh, I'm closer to the middle of the tree. Wonder if I can duck under it. Or now let's see. The branch is growing this way. This is the easiest way around it, because here I'd have to go a lot further to get around the tree. Just gain a sense from feel. Gain a sense of what's there, how to best get around or through it as quietly, as unobtrusively as possible, creating as little disturbance as possible. It's all about how you're doing it, not just what you're doing. There are no limits. We create our own limits. If I say I can't stand it, I can't stand it. That doesn't mean I can't stand it. I'm telling myself I can't.